Throughout attempts at playing video games, we've all had to deal with those useless characters who don't provide meaning to the plot or help with the quest. And today we're going to discuss the top 10 most useless women in video game history. Keep watching to find out who. First up, we have Princess Peach. This is probably the most well-known female video game character in history, and Princess Peach definitely tops the list. She's the epitome of damsel in distress. And even though she can run an entire kingdom of mushroom people, she can't defend herself at all. Plus, she was featured on the game Super Smash Bros. And can clearly kick butt. She's not only good at it, she's one of the best characters in the entire game. She has the ability to hover and kick her opponents repeatedly in the head, all while wearing her bright red heels, by the way. If she can fight so well in this video game, she wouldn't even need Mario to always come to her rescue. And not only is she good in Super Smash Bros., but when you play her character in all of the classic Mario Kart games, she has potential. So players of the Mario video games get understandably annoyed when she does absolutely nothing to fight the evil Bowser. At the end of Super Mario Odyssey as well, players get extremely annoyed when, after Mario went through literal universes for Princess Peach, when he and Bowser were arguing over her, she treated both of them like garbage and left without even a thank you. She's clearly selfish and only uses her abilities when she feels like it, deciding to reserve them so she can have Mario continue to chase her. Now, Pink Gold Princess Peach. This is another variation of Peach that's featured in Mario Kart 8, and that's Pink Gold Princess Peach. Honestly, she may be even more useless than the original Peach Princess. This is her, just in a ponytail and wearing her hair up. Pink Gold Peach. My least favorite Mario character of all time. She's just Peach, but in pink gold. We could have got Bowser Jr., King Boo, Dry Bones, Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Paratroopa, and Petey Piranha in the original, but nope, Nintendo decided to waste a character slot with a character that never existed. At least Metal Mario had a reason to join the roster. One video game player complained about her on a forum. Nintendo, do not make Green Bronze Luigi, Orange Silver Daisy, Blue Platinum Rosalina, Yellow Metal Wario, and Purple Iron Waluigi. This is the most laziest video game character ever. The user also added Pink Gold Princess Peach has also only appeared in Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart Tour, Mario Sports Superstars, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And although she's made her appearance a few times in these video games, it isn't a lot, considering just how many Super Mario games have been released in the Nintendo franchise. Next is Marion. Do you remember Double Dragon? Yeah, of course you do. Who doesn't? So at the beginning of the game, Marion, who is Billy Lee's, or is it Jimmy's, or was it Bimmy's? Doesn't matter. Girlfriend is kidnapped and dragged off screen. Then she completely disappears from the narrative. So like Peach, she's just another damsel in distress to serve as motivation to a game. And the ending of the entire game makes her character even more worse, way worse than the pathetic way she was already portrayed. Imagine you're having a blast, bashing bad guys with your bro, and then you finally get to save the attractive woman at the beginning of the game when she suddenly turns around and then asks you to beat your own brother to death. And the reasoning? It's because she can't pick between the two. It's just some messed up version of a duel like in medieval times. She's asking for the worst portrayal a woman could ask for. But that's not even the worst of it. What's worse is that in the video game, the Lee brothers do it and fight each other to the death. It's such a waste to have all of that build-up and teamwork only for the damsel in distress you're saving to make you turn your backs against one another in the game. And now, Alice Wake. So at the start of the game, you as the player get a few moments to briefly get to know Alice and to hopefully even get attached enough to her, or attached enough to at least want to save her when she gets taken by the game's big bad within the 12 minutes between the dream tutorial and simulation. Except at about halfway through this simulation, you as the player will see Alice promise some sweet loving to her hubby, deny it, and then watch the drama unfold as it's revealed that Alice pretty much lied to her husband Alan about why they came to this small, secluded Washington State hamlet. Of course, in the game, they quite naturally get into an argument. For some, this part doesn't even feel like a video game backstory. It feels like plain old reality TV. So then Alan storms out furiously when all of a sudden their electricity goes out. And as if Alice isn't already useless enough, this is when we learn exactly how useless she's going to be in a game where everything that hides in the shadows will try to kill you. Because coincidentally, Alice is seriously afraid of the dark. The character is extremely afraid of the dark in a game that revolves around fighting off darkness. So for the main motivation of the game to not even be much of a motivation to begin with after players discover how awful Alice truly is really a waste. Next on the list is Momoko. A lot of people don't know who Momoko is. Let us tell you about her. In the world of fighting games, there are a few factors about how much relevance a character has in a video game, how good they are, and their general popularity. And Momoko, who is in King of Fighters 11, is an extremely hyper video game character. She's a little too bubbly for one's taste, and although she has the quality of being likable on the outside, she's a horrible character to play play in a video game in general. Unlike Princess Peach, who has skills and just doesn't utilize them, Momoko has a good disposition with horrible skills. Up next is Asuka Kazama. In the Tekken video game series, one of the worst characters has to be Asuka Kazama. She's a teenager in the Japanese video game series and has a more traditional style of fighting with martial arts. One player on a forum expressed their hatred for the character, explaining that while they love the Tekken series, they despise the character. I know most of you are not going to agree with me, but like it or not, I hate Asuka Kazama. She's overrated, annoying, cheap, and whiny. She's the worst Tekken girl, and she replaced Miharu. She's mean to Lily. It annoys me that people drool all over her. She replaced June, and she's pointless, the video game player said. Now we have Princess Daisy. Also in the Super Mario franchise, Princess Daisy has to be one of the worst female video game characters of all time. Princess Daisy is surprisingly more heavily criticized than Princess Peach. On Reddit, one user talked about Princess Daisy's role in the Super Mario universe, explaining that people criticized her for being obnoxiously loud, and some even say that she has no personality at all whatsoever due to her lack of canon appearances. Some even accuse her of being a Peach ripoff, despite their few similarities. No one bashes Peach that much. She's Nintendo's princess. She does have some good skills in the game, though. People just find her personality to be annoying. Another is Cream the Rabbit. This orange female character is also on this list. Featured in the Sonic the Hedgehog games, Cream isn't necessarily despicable or mean, she's just not necessary. She first appeared in Sonic Advance 2. One video game reviewer from Game Informer said that, "I've never been playing a Sonic game and thought, I wish Cream was here to help out." However, the same user did acknowledge that, admittedly, her politeness can be a breath of fresh air when you look at how aggressive and boorish most of the other characters are. But when the most memorable part of your character is that you have a Chow called Cheese as your sidekick, it's a surefire way to land on a list such as this. Next, we have Styx. Also in the Sonic franchise, Styx has to be one of the worst female video game characters. Her energetic nature isn't annoying, but her behavior and awful schemes are what landed her on this list. Even though she was added to the core team of the Sonic world, alongside Sonic himself, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy in the Sonic Boom universe, she doesn't match up to the other characters in the lineup, and her overall character is underwhelming. Like Cream the Rabbit, she's just present and doesn't have anything to offer that necessarily makes her unique from the rest. Lastly, we have Kinsey Kessington, and last on our list is Kinsey Kessington. Featured in Saints Row, Kinsey is a red-headed character who, like some of these other characters, has a horrible personality. You can absolutely hate her hubris, constant cattiness, her excessive emphasis on being some secret BDSM dominatrix, and generally annoying personality. One video game user said on a forum, "She's a genius with technology. If she wasn't, she'd have never been a part of the Saints. She'd have just been some stupid collateral damage in a shipping crate," they also added. That's all we have for today. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.